Today is April 25th, 2021, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There's no news about Half-Life 3. Yesterday, I asked you guys for questions, said I would answer the best one in today's update. That comes from Mercenary Prime, and they asked if I've ever read The Silmarillion, and if I'm looking forward to the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV show. I have not read The Silmarillion. I have tried a couple times to read The Silmarillion. It is very tough to read. It's a challenging book to read, in my opinion. But the Lord of the Rings TV show, I'm cautiously optimistic. I feel like I don't know enough about it yet to be excited. I like that they're filming in New Zealand. I like that they're making some effort, at least from what I've seen, to connect it to the Lord of the Rings movies. But the main thing that causes me worry is this is coming out in a post Game of Thrones world, and I'm worried there's going to be a desire to make this the next Game of Thrones. And I'm worried that means including more mature elements that I don't think belong in Lord of the Rings, like something like nudity. I don't think nudity has any place in a Lord of the Rings TV show, and it would really turn me off the show. I would probably not even watch it if that was the case. It just doesn't fit in with what Lord of the Rings is, in my opinion. And it's not like I have a problem with, nudity in a movie or a TV show. It's just gotta. I feel like nowadays you see it just for the sake of it being there. They can do it, so they will do it. I don't. I feel like that's the mentality a lot of people have making movies or TV shows nowadays, and if it's not necessary, don't put it in there. And I don't think it's necessary in the Lord of the Rings TV show. It's honestly like a good analogy is you make a movie that's PG-13, you're allowed one F word. And a lot of PG-13 movies don't utilize that one F word. Okay, they don't force it just because they can. So because I remember the Fox X-Men movies, some of the more recent ones would utilize that one F word, and they used it good. A character like Wolverine does swear, so it makes sense to let him get an F word in once in a while. But something like the MCU never used their one F word in their PG-13 movies, and I feel like that I feel like that was a good call. But, yeah. So, like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic about Lord of the Rings TV show. I hope it stays true to the, I don't know, themes of Lord of the Rings in general. I just don't think it should be too mature. But yeah, and we don't want this to be the next Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones sucked. Why would we want that? Yeah. So if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll answer the best one in tomorrow's update. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for April 25th, 2021.